While I was pastor of the First Baptist Church in Fort Smith, Arkansas, one Sunday morning I gave an invitation. And down that aisle walked an officer in the United States Army, followed by his wife. When they came to the altar and I prayed with that officer, and he gave his heart to the Lord Jesus Christ, his wife said, "I am also lost." And I said, "Would you bow here and let me pray with you?" She said, "I can't. Preacher, I can't bow. No, I can't ask God to forgive me." And she sat down on the front row. We dismissed the services, and she said, "Could I speak with you privately for a moment?" And we walked around the corridor to my office and went in my office. And she said, "I'll tell you the reason that I couldn't ask God to forgive me." She said, "Preacher, I participated in a murder 5 years ago. I was in the motel room when 2 other men killed the man, and we threw his body in the Arkansas River." And she said, "I cannot be saved." I said, "God can forgive you of that crime." We got on our knees and God saved her. When she stood up, she said, "Call the FBI. I want to make my confession. Call the FBI." In about 2 months, she was expecting a little baby. Never will I forget that Sunday when the FBI agent walked into my office. We had sent in the meantime for a husband, and my associate pastor, my wife, and that husband and I were in that room with the FBI agent when that woman made that confession. Never will I forget when I saw him latch that handcuff around her arm and lead that expectant mother off to jail. 5 months later, a judge called me one morning at 11 o'clock. And he said, "Are you J. Harold Smith?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He said, "We are in a trial here in St. Louis, and a woman is being tried for participating in a murder. Do you know anything about it?" And I said, "Yes, sir. 5 months ago, that lady came to the altar, gave her heart to the Lord Jesus Christ, and God saved her, and she insisted on me calling the FBI and surrendered before she left that office." He said, "That's the story that she just told me. And I couldn't believe it, but you have verified it." He said, "I'm going out there and sentence her for 5 years with a suspended sentence. She has a little 2-month-old baby." I want to tell you something. That woman could have lived and gone to hell with that skeleton in her closet. But I ask you, would it have been worth it? I believe with all of my heart that there's some people sitting here before me this morning, your conscience eats you like a worm. And I believe that some of you are sitting here before me this morning, and you'd rather be dead than almost live in the condition you're in. Why? Because of that guilty conscience. And I have a remedy. It's the blood of the Lord Jesus Christ. And when Jesus comes into your heart and redeems you and saves you, he not only forgives, but he forgets. And he wants you to blot that thing out of your mind and out of your memory. I believe that the skeletons in the closet of the hearts of men is one of the things that's making us so sick in our churches today.